All right, everybody, thank you very much for coming on like we do every single Sunday at 7 p.m. We like to come on live and help you build generational wealth with the cornerstone always being real estate. Today, we're talking about this crazy, insane thing that we have called the spring market. The spring market in North America especially goes a little bit bananas. And why is that? The two main drivers of the spring market is the temperature and secondly, school. So in North America, the majority of kids start their school season in September. Because of that, people want to look for their home and move into their new home, which is going to be in their new school zone, and be there comfortable by September. That's the main driver. Then second thing, the more north you go, the colder it becomes. And so it becomes a limiting factor when it's minus 30 degrees outside. Nobody wants to move in that temperature. If you're asking what is minus 30 in Fahrenheit at that temperature, doesn't make any difference. It's minus 30 across the board. So it's freezing cold. So the temperature and the school season are the main drivers of why the spring market gets so heated up. Especially also, people get cooped up in the wintertime. They're locked into their properties. They don't go outside. We are hibernating. It's too cold. And then when the spring comes, everybody wants to be on the patio. Everyone wants to go outside shopping, plant flowers, get a new house. That's the way it goes. So that's absolutely incredible. And it's the time to go because there's a lot more inventory. But remember, there's going to be a lot more buyers. So in that season, you're going to be able to see a lot of properties, but you're also going to have to fight 20, 30 other buyers. So what is the inverse of that? A lot of people will wait until December and buy in December, but remember, there may only be one or two homes that come on the market in the month of December. So you'll have a lot less competition, but a lot less to choose from. In the old days, if we go back like 15, 20 years, a long time ago, they would have an advantage to buying around Christmas time. The advantage back then was on average 1%. And so this myth has continued on for decades now. That 1%, I'm going to now wait for a whole year until I can make my 1% back. But have you seen what properties have done in the past year? They're up, depending on the area of North America, between 26 and 40% in 1 year. So there's no point to wait a whole year, lose 26 to 40% appreciation in order to save 1%. I mean, that would be a terrible decision, right? So don't wait until December, but if you have to buy in December, generally speaking, a lot less buyers, a lot less inventory. So what can we give as tips for people who are right now looking to sell their property because this is the time to capitalize on it? In most developed countries right now, the prices of everything is skyrocketing because the number of money that the governments are printing. The governments are printing at such high amounts, world record amounts, that the price keeps on skyrocketing because of inflation. And this is going to continue at least for the next couple of years. We are not just going to see hyperinflation, we are actually living in it right now. Most people haven't paid attention to that. So the first thing you're going to have to do in an overheated market is you're going to be having to sell your property first and make sure that you have that money and know where you're going to go. So you're going to have a conversation with your partner. You're going to find out where you want to go. And depending on your market, you may actually have to buy first because you have to know where you're going to jump. But then you might have this risk of having two homes at the same time. So this is where a lot of market research is going to be able to help you calm down and understand how it's going to work. And how are you going to do that? That's all part of building your dream team. When you have your dream team, it's all going to be easier, I promise you. So what we're going to have to find as a seller first is you're going to start interviewing your mortgage brokers. Number two, you're going to start interviewing your realtors or real estate brokers, either or, depending where you are. When you interview these people, they're going to be able to make sure that you have access to the money. They're also going to make sure that you have access to a lot of buyers or off-market properties. So if you are selling your property, the number one thing that you want is buyers. Number one. That's all that you want. Bring me a lot of buyers so they can pay a lot for my home. So find an agent that has a lot of buyers. For example, we at my brokerage, we're working with over 2,000 registered buyers right now looking for homes. So when we have a home that we're going to be selling, obviously it's amazing because we can give it to our buyers who are already hunting for homes right away. So wherever you are, make sure that you're going to be asking your broker, how many buyers are you working with? That's really, really important. So on the flip side, if you're actually buying properties right now, you want to do the exact same thing. You want to start interviewing mortgage brokers and get a guy, know that the money is available. Number two, you want to be getting a really good realtor and find out if he has off-market properties. That's where you're going to get the best deals, right? So right now we have around 900 properties that you're not going to find on Realtor or Zillow or Zillow or stuff like that. It's not online. So a lot of these properties, you can get them and they're going to be assignment sales, or they're going to be exclusive sales or private sales. And stuff like that, you can get some really good deals. And your chances of getting the perfect home go up, right, when you have a lot more choice. So that's what you do. Go build your dream team, which is going to be start off with your realtor. It's going to have your mortgage broker. And then down the road, once you start becoming a heavy real estate investor, we'll start including your accountant and your lawyer into that group. But go out and build that life that you love. You could do that. And that's what we're here for. And that's what we're hoping for all of you.